On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They go play action now. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To the air, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And again, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
And you'll hear all the time that he's really a power forward who plays above the rim, and he does have a basketball background. But I think the Bills got a receiver to match their environment as well. Big, strong, physical, can go across the middle and catch the football.
Has his man, it's Shakir. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion goes the tight end. Now Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
In motion left is Thomas. But to throw again is Lawrence. Off to Thomas on the left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now this airmail to the sideline, it's incomplete, and there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Allen to throw it. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills going to take over again on offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Allen going to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Motion man is Shakir. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 32 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence will throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And again, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Two yards to go, second down. Here's Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Pushes past him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
ETN once more. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Allen.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Coleman has it here right side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action, Lawrence.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Motion man left is Kirk. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Now Lawrence to throw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Etienne bringing in another one.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Motion man is Shakir.
To throw, it's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen.
And returns it right back to Samuel.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On play action, Allen.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he stays up. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to make it a 2-score game.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On play action, Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run it again with Cook. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Keon Coleman
from 19 yards away.
And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 15. A minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. So now all eyes shift to the Jags. Trailing in this one now. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and, of course, the two-point conversion as well.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.